We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, in Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And this opening dynamic kickoff not going to be returned. It'll come out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Wilson going to come out throwing. And that is incomplete. You look at this Cowboy defense. Against the pass, just numbers that they haven't liked. Number 30 in the league right now.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
Now a 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Damone Clark. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
Corum now on 1st and 10. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. They run straight ahead with Corum. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. And a nice run to get him past the original line of scrimmage. A gain of 7. It's 2nd and 8 now. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. That is caught by Lamb. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A very solid gain of 27.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
They'll run here with Corum. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. So that run gets them about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
Pierce in motion left. Again, it's Corum. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4 down territory.
Corum. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. 3 straight runs now, and that defense is held.
Yeah, we often talk about how the low man wins, right? Who wins leverage at the line of scrimmage. But it's not just that leverage. It's leverage with power. Who takes the line of scrimmage and moves it one way or the other? Right now, I can imagine the defense yelling at the offense, hey, guys, if I were you, I'd kick it. You're not getting in.
They'll run for it. It's Corum. And he is going absolutely nowhere, in the wrong direction. And defensively, they were ready for that, a full-on blitz on 4th down, and they stop him short of the marker.
Oh, and someone's got to feel really good about that, and that's the defensive coordinator. He dialed up a great run blitz defense, and they hit it just right. Stack that thing up. They're going to feel awesome going to the bench after that big play.
And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
Now it's Mixon running right. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Up the middle, it's Edwards. And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Now Wilson down around his goal line. And this one is incomplete.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
And he'll just punch it out of there, and it's not a great kick. And just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. Now Stroud. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. Past the 20. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A big play there on the catch and run. 39 yards. Here we go now on 1st and goal. They'll look to run with Corum. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Blake Corum hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And it's now a 7-0 game.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. You know, Charles, season winding down, time to maybe look ahead to the offseason. What do you see these guys going after either in the draft or free agency?
Well, with the season that they're having, just about every position is up for grabs right now. No one is really safe, but the focal point's always the quarterback position. And he may be auditioning.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Christian Harris.
And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
To the right side, this is Corum.
And some room to maneuver. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Here we go.
On the bootleg, Stroud.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Ferguson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
Up the middle, here's Corum.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
They'll try and run for the first with Corum.
And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. A great play there. With touchdown number 20 on the year.
And the Cowboys are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Aubrey good with a PAT.
And that'll make the score 14-0.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
A good pickup there of 22.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Now Wilson.
And intercepted. Wilson's third of the game.
Picked off by Christian Harris. And the Cowboys will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. Throw left side complete. That's Ferguson. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Two yards to go, second down. Stroud off the play fake. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. The Cowboys had 8-6 now on the year. And they come into this one knowing it's been a while since they've had a W. They have dropped 4 in a row.
Let me tell you, when you go a month, partner, in this league, without a victory, it gets tough to come to work every day. And in addition, you start to wonder about your job security as well.
Down to the 42, second down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Quick throw out wide, and Pierce has got it. And he's taken down inside the 30. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Play action. Stroud now. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Now a handoff for Corum. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. 54 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll go back to Corum on first down. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Stroud to throw it. And his throw here is incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into it because they were there to help break that pass up.
Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. Stroud looking to throw. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Call it a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now. They'll turn things over to Brandon Aubrey now for the field goal. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Running left is Edwards. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They run once more with Edwards. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And the Cowboys are going to take over here up near the 40. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down, because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
And Stroud now to throw. And that is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. The Cowboys on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Throwing now is Stroud. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. Stroud sets up the play action. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got Pierce. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
Here's Stroud. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it. And he's into the clear. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD.
Boy, a big play right there. I mean, a touchdown on this drive could have really put some separation on the scoreboard. Instead, it's the defense who scores. And, partner, we got a game again.
And we do have one because of what you just described. A defense that understood what was going on in this game and did something about it. They knew their offense needed some help. They just provided it. They're back in this one.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
2nd and 10. Out of the gun, they give it to Corum. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Meredith. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. Stroud. He'll find Vaughn complete out of the backfield. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 2nd and a couple. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Gets this one to Juszczyk. Down inside the 10. And he gets it all the way down to the 3. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not. And he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Now we give to the big fullback, Juszczyk. And he is into the end zone for the Cowboy touchdown. Kyle Juszczyk, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And all the way down to the 26. And we're going to get a timeout.
with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. The kick by McManus is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be license to take some shots downfield.
Now a 2nd and 2. They'll send a receiver in motion left. They run once more with Corum. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Lamb in motion left. Now they'll go play action here with Stroud. He's got him in, complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give them 25 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory, right at the 40. From the gun, a give to Corum. Oh, spinning away. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 113 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. They'll run the toss here with Corum. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Throwing on 2nd down. Stroud firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
So after the made field goal, back out is Aubrey to kick this away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Throwing is Wilson. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Wilson. Open man, and again it's Sutton. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Edwards now on 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Again, it's Edwards. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety and being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
Now a loose football. The ball comes out. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, and now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Now it's Wilson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward. Here's another 1st and goal, but from a little further back this time following the penalty. Up the middle, here's Edwards. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. His 6th touchdown on the ground, number 7 overall. And the Texans get a bit closer.
Sometimes you get a 1st and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line, and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on 1st down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
Extra point from McManus is good, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. And he's got his man in stride, complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it's second down.
Now, that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, on maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
Left side, he finds Pierce. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
That's another beautiful throw right there. Gets it to his man right in stride. And I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm. They've been sharp. They've been on it. And they pick up another first down there.
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. On the give, it's Corum. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. 129 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you stop the clock and you've helped.
And got his man complete. Touchdown. CeeDee Lamb with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Aubrey good with a PAT. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Here's Wilson. That'll be pulled in downfield by Collins. Touchdown, Houston. Nico Collins, 70 yards. And the Texans are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
McManus's point after is good, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Set to kick off.
Now McManus on to kick this one off. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
139 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock, and this is second and less than a yard. They'll fake the jet sweep, and now Stroud to throw off play action. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. The Cowboys on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 6. Stroud working out of the gun. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
A short one there taken in by Ferguson. And they'll get this across midfield, but not nearly close to a first down as he stopped at the 48. So the completion good for just 3. And that'll bring up 4th down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Now Wilson. Under pressure, and down he goes. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down. Well, every time I see speed like that off the edge, Charles, I just don't know how these offensive linemen do it. I would think that they would get called for holding every play, and maybe they should have been called for holding on that one.
Yeah, maybe not just holding, but sometimes you end up setting back in the offensive backfield a little bit farther to try and help you with the edge. That's a penalty as well. Sometimes you overset.
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Dante Jackson picks it. And the Cowboys are going to get the football here at their own 23. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. He finds his man, complete. It's Ferguson. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the fourth, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Jalen Petrie picks it off. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. That is the play they needed in a two-score game here in the fourth quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And, boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Out of the gun, they give to Edwards. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. He was able to escape momentarily in the backfield, but you could just kind of tell that wasn't going anywhere.
You know, in the film session, he'll get a minus for not getting him on the ground by himself. But what the coach is really going to analyze, how fast did his teammates get there to help him? If one guy slows him up, everyone else better be.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Nico Collins, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Texans have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Extra point from McManus is good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And he's going to be brought down inside the 5 at the 3.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
Stroud backed up near his goal line. Left side to Lamb. And he gets this up just shy of the 15. Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On the quick handoff, it's Juszczyk. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. This is where, fourth quarter, you got the lead, you give it to the big guy. Defensively kind of sucks the will out of them, doesn't it? Because they don't want to tackle him right now this late in the game.
But you say that with accusatory tones. I mean, but you're exactly right. I know it's not something we actually want to talk about, but as a defender, 4 quarters worth of trying to bring people down, 4 quarters worth of pounding, and now late in the game, here comes that big guy coming at you, and a lot of guys are wondering whether they want to come up and make that tackle at this stage of the game.
Five points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Another run on second down, trying to cover up.
The Texans going to signal for their third and final timeout as it comes with 1:15 left to go in the second half. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late fourth quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on third?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
Stroud back to throw. That one down the field for Ferguson.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. Taken in at the 11.
And he'll take a shot at the end of that one, and they'll begin right there. This is 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. Got his man, Dell.
No timeout. You got to go quick here.
They'll come up now on second down. Throwing now is Wilson. They'll get this complete to Collins. Out across the 40-yard line before he's brought down. So a first down and then some.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Wilson to throw.
And that's going to be caught by Sutton.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Absolutely ideal there. Get a good size play, get out of bounds.
Well, you saw the coaching there. That is taught and it is emphasized. Get out of bounds, understand your situation, as well as just understanding the game.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to potentially send us to overtime. And the 13-year man puts it through, and they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds, and now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
So overtime on the horizon, barring a wild finish here as the kick's away.
And we've got free football. 4 quarters done, and we're dead even. We'll have overtime after this timeout. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Well, they fought hard to reach this point, Charles, and now what an opportunity. They've got the ball first, a chance to take this overtime win away from the hostile crowd.
And you know, as the quarterback steps into the huddle, the first thing he's telling his team is, remember, we need 6, not 3. So we don't need a good drive. We need a great drive. And this is what they've been planning for. It's time to execute and take it downfield, even against all these odds.
First throw in overtime now for Wilson. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
And that's a nice job there, because you got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. And he's able to knock that one away.
Coming up on a 3rd and 9. Opening drive of overtime as they look to convert. Now it's Wilson. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. The temptation to go for it probably there. Always is, especially in overtime. Got to punt it.
I think you're right. I think that you absolutely have to punt it away and trust your defense, especially play a little field position here. But you're so right about the temptation. Another way to satisfy that, though, line up in punt formation and fake it. That's another way to get it done.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Take it at the 37. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Well, their defense did the job, got off the field without giving up any points, and now, Charles, all they need here is a field goal and they get the victory.
Yeah, and this is the way I love overtime. I'm one of those really, really old school guys that like sudden death right from the beginning. Well, we've got it now because any points wins the game. On defense, get a safety, a pick six, fumble return, you can win it as well. So I'm really looking forward to this series and see how both sides play it.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Stroud looking to throw. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. This is taken at the 18. And he'll take a shot at the end of that one, and they'll begin right there. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Well, this is a pretty rare situation here, Charles. You get into overtime, neither team coming through with even a field goal on their first drive. So now, sudden death with the time remaining. Next score wins.
And now I would say that going at it might be a little bit easier for both teams now because they've eased into overtime. That first series, boy, everything on the line then. Now you've seen what a defense is throwing at you. You can make some adjustments, and all you need is 3 points to win it.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, Wilson. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Oh, and it's intercepted.
He's on his way. Boy, that's a tough one right there, CD. They fought back to tie it, to send it to overtime, had all the momentum, and then that interception.
That fighting spirit, those fighting plays that got them back into it, maybe a little too aggressive there, throwing the interception, and now they've opened the door to get beat by a field goal coming back the other way.
And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. And the defense is going to let him think about it a little as they use their second timeout here. So on is their kicker, and it's down to this. This to win it in overtime. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. And it'll be a good time in Big D tonight. The Cowboys have won it.
Well, things started off exciting. This one had a high-scoring first half, and nobody let their foot off the gas in the second half either, Charles. And, you know, for them, a really nice victory in a high-scoring output.
You're right about that, because so many times we'll see teams come out slow and take a while to get going, and points become a little bit harder to score near the end of games, as we know, because everyone tightens down. But no such issues in this game. The scoring started right away and held up at a steady clip the remainder of the game.
So for Dallas,